Hello chaps, we're back and it's new tool day. So this is my review of the GJ Locks Fortress Strongbolt Yale pin and cam system. Alright, so obviously we know that he does a decoder for the Fortress and Strongbolt etc. But this is the pin and cam system. Alright, so for those who aren't familiar, pin and cam is basically similar to the stab and pick, which obviously is used on the chubs. So this is the pin and cam tool. So principle being that you can put numbered pins in, twist the handle and the cam will lift the pin up to certain heights, alright? But I will stress that this tool is not for a novice, alright? So don't think you're just going to buy it and your locks are going to fall up, and you actually have to know how pin and cam systems work, alright? So we're going to do a little live demo and show you how quick these will open fortresses, alright chaps? Right, well straight from the off, it comes with a reader key. You don't necessarily need it, but it'll speed up the process for you. So like the stab and turner pick for the chub, you take a reading off the back of the levers, but all this will do is tell you whether there's a 7 or a 6 in there. It won't tell you any of the other levers, but that'll help you load the pin stack from the start, okay? So basically if you know there's a 7 in there, that you have to load up with a 7. But if all the other marks are blank, then you can start from a 5, alright? Because 6s will also mark. So we're going to take this one for example. So this one is literally brand new out the box. Okay, so we're just going to put this in, turn, read the back of the levers, take it out, and there we go. So if you can see that there, yeah. So we've got some nice clear long markings, so we know that they are 7s, and obviously they are in positions 3 and 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up the tool with 5s other than these, which are going to be 7s, alright? So that might sound a bit confusing, but you'll see what I mean in a second. So this is the actual tool, so you can see the holes there, and if you notice, I've greased it up, alright chaps? And this kit comes with this Bobby Dazzler little pin grip. I love it when he thinks of shit like that. So first from the off, we're just going to grab a 5, like so, and click it into position. So just click, and we're in. Grab another 5, click that in, and then a 7, click that in, a 5, click that in, and then last but not least, excuse me, a 7, and click that in. Right, so you can see that now. So we're loaded up 5, 5, 7, 5. Alright chaps. So you really do need to familiarise yourself with the tool, because literally all we're doing, if you can see position number 1 now, so we're just going to click it to position number 1, and we're just going to raise number 1 slightly. There we go, and that's it. That's all you want to do. That is as much as you want to touch that tool. Alright, so in we go. And we're looking for binders and things like that, little feelings. It's hard for me to explain what you're feeling for, but once you get proficient in it, you'll know. So we're just going to start now. So we're going to touch 1, lift, no, 2, 3. I can feel the tap, so we know that's a number 7. 4. And there was a bit of a jump in the bolt there, so we're going to say that 4 has jumped into its correct position. Back down to 5, tap, tap, tap. Let's work our way back. 4, that's nice. 3, tap, tap, tap. 2, nice tap on that actually. And then let's go to number 1. Oh, 1 feels solid. So we're actually going to change number 1 up, alright? So there we go, take this out, and then just grab our pin. So we're changing number 1 from a 5 to a 4. There we go, so you can see that. So it's now 4, 5, 7, 5, 7. Alright, in we go. I'm going to test number 1 first. No. 2, 3, nice tap. 4, nice jump again, which we anticipated. 5's tapping away. 4 is nice. 3's tapping. 2's tapping. let's get to number 1. Look at that. So we've already got, can you see that? We've actually already got the lock. We're just moving 1 pin height and that is it. So the beauty of this system is that each pin will lift more or less 2 pin heights. So you've got the potential, especially if there's no 7s, so let's pretend that plasticine doesn't mark. If there's no 7s, you're going to start everything off at 5, so the maximum they can go to is 1. You've already struck off 2 lever heights straight from the off, and as long as there's no 1s or 2s in there, you've got the potential to open the lock like within 1 pass. That's the beauty of the tool. Now you might say, why would you need this tool if you've got the decoder? Well, I can think of a few situations actually. Number 1 is if the frame really gets in your way, as in the lock is set back into the frame. So let's say the frame's there, the actual reader wire will struggle and like catch on the frame, if you will. And I've had that before, and it's a fucking nightmare. And you have to try and bend your wiring and all that stuff. And 2, if because of that your tool's actually knocked out of calibration on the decoder, what you can do. So say you take a reading, decoding, and it's blah, 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 and you try your makeup key and it doesn't work. What you can then do is load up your pin and cam tool and say drop a lever height on all of them and then try and pick it from there. And you can more or less guarantee that you will do. Anyway, I fucking love this tool. It's a sexy bit of kit. I'm like a magpie. I love things that are shiny. Oh, there we go, guys. The GJ pin and cam. Lovely stuff. And sorry, just for a final point in the video, this is the actual key for the lock. Now, I've not took the lock apart to read the levers, but I can pretty much guarantee that starting from the left, that looks like it's going to be a 3, possibly. Yeah, 3, 5, 7, 4, 7, I'm going to say. So that's why we got the lock so quickly, because, you know, the levers would have sat nicely for us, but irrelevant of that, I can pretty much guarantee once you get proficient with this tool, you'll be opening these in less than fucking 2 minutes. Alright chaps.